Hi, and welcome to How to Go to Therapy, a channel dedicated to the ins and outs of how to go to therapy. I'm going to read you guys a breakup letter that I sent to my therapist in 2019, and I hope that it'll be beneficial to you. Before I say that, I just want to say that I broke up with her. She's amazing. But I broke up with her because I did not think that she was a good fit for me anymore. I felt so supported and encouraged and so safe and so comfortable with her. And so I do want to say that if you ever get to a point where you don't feel comfortable or safe or supported or encouraged, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a medical professional. I don't work for the legal system. But if you need to pursue a relationship with any of those type of people because of messiness in therapy, that does happen. And so if you have to file a report or something like that, I don't ever want someone to think that oh, if you feel uncomfortable by a therapist, you have to send this email. No, you don't. Unfortunately, I've never personally experienced this, but unfortunately, some people have had to actually report someone because of not feeling supported in a therapy session, and that's not okay. But if that has ever happened to you, I just want you to know that you should be in an environment where you feel supported, and the people that don't provide that should be held accountable. On a less intense level, I have ghosted a therapist before because I still don't think he was good at his job in that particular setting. I don't think he was a bad therapist. I just think I ghosted him and I don't regret it. He can handle it. But yeah, so I went to two sessions with the therapist, and it wasn't the right vibe. So I was like, God bless you. I actually wrote about that in my book, Finding Quiet. So there's also that. And then there's also a time where a therapist is like this lady I'm talking about right now. I think she's amazing. She simply wasn't the right fit for me. So something that I found out later on is that postpartum depression, some of those things could actually start to happen while you're pregnant. And so without getting really into it, pregnancy was really, really challenging for me. It was absolutely worth it because our little girl is the best, but pregnancy was so hard. And so I started seeing this therapist early on in pregnancy, and as it got further along, some of the challenges that I had, I brought my husband in for a few sessions, and she was helping us talk through some things. Looking back now, I realized that a lot of the issues that I was having were not necessarily emotional or character or even relational, but it was significant challenges that I was having regarding my mental health. And so she was primarily faith-based, primarily a Christian counselor. My husband and I are Christians, but that was not the type of therapy that I needed at that time. I needed someone that was a bit more clinical and could work with my OBGYN from a medical standpoint. So I didn't know that at the time, but I knew that I wasn't benefiting from therapy anymore. The further I got in pregnancy, I just felt like I wasn't benefiting from the conversations, and then I was like, maybe it's because my husband needs to come in, and then I felt like we weren't she was great, but we weren't really benefiting. And I ended up breaking up with her, and then literally right before I had the baby, started with a new therapist. And then she was my therapist for a long time, and she worked alongside with my doctor as far as medication and things like that. Anyways, this is the breakup letter. It says, "Hi, blank. I wanted to shoot you an email today and let you know that I won't be coming in this week. Moving forward, I may wait till a little bit after the baby comes, as I'm a bit homebound with the due date quickly approaching. I'm so incredibly grateful for the sessions I've had with you and the growth that I've achieved just in the short weeks. Thank you so much for your transparency, accountability, and wisdom. I hope you have a wonderful summer. Sent from my iPhone." So yeah, it was short and sweet. That actually is probably long considering to most people. I mean, I literally could have just did hi so, and I'm gonna read around all of my heavily emotive words. But hi so-and-so, I'm grateful. I just wanted to let you know that I won't be coming in. I'm grateful for the sessions that I've had. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful summer. I could have just said that, the reason why I wanted to send that is because, like I said, she was a really awesome therapist. And of course, and she still is, if I'm not mistaken, she's still a therapist. If, you know, I know that like therapy is all about the patient, the client, the person, the human, the me, the you, right? But therapists are humans too. And I wanted to make sure that if there was ever a glimpse, if there was ever a chance that she needed to be encouraged, that she needed to know that the work she was doing was beautiful and well done. I don't know. It's not a steak. I don't like my steak well done. I like it medium well. Anyways, even if she just needed to get like a little bit of like a boost of a reminder, like this is why I do what I do, not to put that much weight on my words, not that my words are that valuable, but I just wanted her to know that I was so grateful for her. And even reading this back, I'm just like, man, we had some good times, you know. Like I did not know that I would, like, as time went on, like my mental health diagnosis has actually changed. Not changed, but I've learned more about myself, and now I'm like, oh, that's like, those are the issues I was having. Like, you know, this is not something that could have been figured out in Christian counseling, even though I think Christian counseling is awesome and she's awesome. I don't know what I'm saying. If, you know, there are more extreme cases that I am not equipped to talk about what the next steps are, and then there are occasional times where a therapist is ghosted. I'm sorry to all the therapists out there. On behalf of all of us, I'm sorry. But there are also times where someone is super cool and they're simply not a good fit. And you send them love and you thank them if you want, and you move about your way. But anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching this video today, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you are interested in more videos on this topic, considering the conversation in regards to the conversation of how to go to therapy. Okay.